Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for logging on to CBSN Denver. It is time for your CBSN Denver Daily Sports Line, brought to you as always by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, and we finally made it. Football season is finally here. The Cowboys and the Bucs kicking off the 2021 season tonight down in Tampa, and this line has been moving not only throughout the week but throughout the day. It opened at 6.5. The Buccaneers were 6.5-point favorites. It is now Tampa -9. Continues to climb. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing's at 9.5 or 10 by kickoff tonight. The over-under is at 52, and the Cowboys to win on the money line is plus 350. Now look, because of this line movement, I'm going to stay away from the spread and the total tonight. I think that this is probably an opportunity for the Cowboys to sneak in and maybe get a backdoor cover late in the game. I think the Buccaneers should be favored here. I think that they will win this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys end up scoring a last-second garbage touchdown that maybe counts for some of your fantasy teams and maybe ends up getting them a backdoor cover. But I'm going to stay away from the line here. I told you yesterday on this segment when I had Pete from Props.Cash on that I do like the Tom Brady under on the interceptions. That's paying out at -110. I am still on that heading into tonight. That is going to be my best bet for tonight's game. I'm also taking a look at the CeeDee Lamb receptions. This started at 4.5 at some books. At BetMGM right now, it is at 5.5. The under, however, is juiced all the way to -165. So I'm going to be watching this throughout the day, and if it drops down again to 4.5, then I'm going to jump on the over for all the reasons that I just mentioned. I think the Cowboys are going to be behind. I think Dak Prescott is going to have to throw a lot tonight. I don't know that Ezekiel Elliott is going to be able to run the football, and so I think CeeDee Lamb has an opportunity to go over 4.5 receptions, but I think 5.5 is probably a little bit too tricky for me to get involved in, but if that drops down to 4.5, then I'm going to go over 4.5 receptions for CeeDee Lamb tonight. So that's what I have on tonight's game. As for this coming week, I told you earlier in the week that I was leaning Bills -6.5 at home against the Steelers. I am now going to take that and make it an official play. I think Josh Allen could be in for a really good day. I love this Bills team. I love his supporting cast with guys like Stephon Diggs, former Broncos receiver Emmanuel Sanders. You also got Cole Beasley there as well. The Bills won their last 6 regular season games last year, all by double digits, okay, including an 11-point win over the Steelers in Week 14. I think the Bills' front seven is going to be able to get to Ben Roethlisberger. I think he's going to be forced to throw, especially late in that game. I think Bills Mafia is going to be raring and ready to go after missing all of last season and what the Bills did with that fantastic run. So I am more than comfortable taking the Bills -6.5 on Sunday as they host the Steelers. And speaking of which, not only is that going to be my best bet for today, but I do want to remind you, coming up this Sunday morning on CBS4, Countdown to Kickoff returns, which means Agree or Disagree with BetMGM's Jason Scott also returns. That's going to be 9:30 Sunday morning on CBS4 for those of you in the Denver viewing area. Jason's going to join me. He's going to give me his 3 best picks for Sunday, so make sure you tune into that before the games kick off at 11 o'clock Mountain Time for those of you in the Denver area. I'll also post that here on Twitter as well and throughout the day, and we'll kind of go back and forth on those picks. But make sure you join us for Countdown to Kickoff and Agree or Disagree as BetMGM's Jason Scott joins us on Sunday morning. Okay, so again, my best plays for tonight, my best bets, Tom Brady under on the interceptions, paying out at -110. And then on Sunday, I like the Bills -6.5 against the Steelers as your best bets for your CBSN Denver Daily Sports Line for Thursday, September 9th. Thanks so much for joining us. And remember, we are, as always, brought to you by BetMGM. Place your parlays, props, and futures at the king of sportsbooks. Download the app today.